Welcome to Backstabbers, the only podcast where we're not just sticking needles in your back, we're talking behind it too.
Panda!
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. He's like, hey.
He climbed out of his crib and journeyed all the way up the stairs, so that's fun.
Good job, buddy. You need a snack.
He can't hear you, thankfully.
I
so.
know. He can feel me say snack. I know he knows the vibrations.
Goes in bed.
I also was going to mention, because we kind of talked about marijuana smoking, because I know that's a huge thing now, that it's legal. So I see this in my own personal practice where I quit smoking, but I smoke marijuana, and you're still harming your lungs. So there's a lot of push, I know. Oh, it's natural, it's a plant. Well, there are things like foxglove that can kill you, that makes to jog. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that are natural that are not necessarily healthy for you. So I kind of saw, like, in that sense, why is it so prevalent? And now from 2013 to 2023, it's actually cannabis use has doubled in prevalence. And it's just crazy to me. And now I'm thinking what's going to happen in even just the next 2 or 3 years, since it's become legalized in most states. But in 2023, 0.46 million people used cannabis, a third of those between 12 and 17. 12 and 17. It's just so, like, out there. But to me, like, I don't know if you guys seen this. This is what I've been seeing a lot in, like, the news and social media, is now there's a lot of studies coming out with a very, very strong correlation between use of cannabis in adolescents and mental health diseases, particularly schizophrenia, like late presentation of schizophrenia. So people that have used cannabis, marijuana, THC consistently have a 2 to 3 times higher incidence of getting schizophrenia or some major mental health long-term forever diagnosis, most likely.
So
That's what, like,
remember that
yeah.
he smoked marijuana, and at 19 he had a mental break, and he is schizophrenic, and he has been in psych facilities. He's threatened to kill his parents. They've had to have him arrested multiple times because they've woken up with him having knives over them. He's on the watch list for the government because he's made threats towards the government and the president, and like true schizophrenia. And it's not, I mean, he's medicated, but he's a like real schizophrenic where he gets better and then he stops taking his meds and all that stuff. So
And that's what we'll start. I mean, as now that they're seeing these correlations, and they'll be doing more like long-term studies as far as does it get better with cessation and what's a time frame of that. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and it's not just schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety and depression, higher incidences of PTSD. I mean, and why? The hard part is we don't really know the why, if there's some genetic predisposition, because most people say if you have a family history of mental health problem, then you're at higher risk. Well, anymore, who doesn't? And, their family line, who doesn't have someone who has some kind of something? So, yeah. It's just one of those things. So I always tell people in my personal practice, when it comes to marijuana smoking, I would much prefer you eat it for pulmonary protection rather than smoke it. But really, it's just one of those things. People are going to do what they're going to do, but don't let your kids do it.
Mm-mm. And why would and I know I joke about it, but like, why wouldn't you eat it as opposed to smoking it?
I think from what my patients tell me, it's easier to control your level of feeling high with smoking it.
Oh,
Because if you want a little more, you smoke a little more. If you feel like you're good, you just let it ride. When you ingest it, you don't know how you're necessarily going to respond or what dosage you're taking, or, so that's what most people say. It's just an easier way to control how you feel.
Not worth
I
it.
want that instant gratification like everything else in life right now. Instead of waiting.
Also true. Also true.
Yeah, it's the day and age we live in, pretty much. Yeah.
Everything.
Why put in effort if I can have an easy, quick fix?
That's so true.
Yeah.
I mean, and we get those cyclic vomiting kids that come in for EGDs, and they're cyclic vomiting, and we're like, we always tell them it's because you're smoking too much weed, and they're like, no, weed helps with nausea, and I'm like, no,
Except it doesn't.
they're like, no, that's not it. Like, okay.
How dare you suggest that?
Yeah,
Come
how
on.
dare you say
Yeah.
my weed is causing something bad?
Well, I mean, it's smoking. I mean, lung disease, obviously, increased chance, heart attack, stroke. I mean, these are like long term things that you have forever consequences for. So
Mhm.
it's not just like, oh, I got a runny nose and then I stopped smoking and it's fine. You know what I mean? It's like these are major life problems that people are gonna, for that one high, the next high.
That's what it's just. And one of the boys' friends tried to quit smoking weed, and I think people used to think you wouldn't withdraw from it. And he got, and I think it is all related to the amount that you do. And he got so physically sick from withdrawal from it because he
Yeah.
was doing it so often.
Yeah.
And that's
Those withdrawals. I mean, the crazy thing to me is cannabis is the fourth major like stimulant. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, what else is there? Caffeine, alcohol, like nicotine, like those are all just common things nowadays. Like it's just out there. Everybody knows about it. It's on TV. It's on
Mhm.
all the like movies that kids watch. It's just there.
Bridge, have any of y'all heard there's a CRNA that's on Instagram that has started talking about it? Low dose nicotine for health like purposes, like to be healthy, but it's more in a patch. Any thoughts on that?
I feel like for a while there was a lot of buzz about nicotine curing COVID.
Hmm.
People like swore by forget ivermectin and all that stuff. But if you take, nicotine and you'll cure all your long COVID symptoms. And, has there been any factual science to prove that? No,
Well, I get to
not that I know of. I guess I haven't seen it come across my
like,
my email or my.
and where do we draw the line with what we're taking? Like, okay, I'm supposed to take this and creatine and this, and now I'm supposed to add nicotine to my thing, and I've got to like all of the things. I'm like, where do we all draw the line? We're just gonna keep.
Well, what are those popular like things that for like keeping your youth like NADs or whatever that is
Yes.
people are
Mhm.
injecting or taking these pill forms and I'm just like, man,
Spending thousands of dollars a month. Oh,
I just don't know. I mean, what does it do? I guess I don't know enough about that stuff. I just know people will spend so much money on things and I
wow.
want to know,
I've
do I need to
I've
do
done the
it?
NADs. I did not do the injection form. I did the PO form. I couldn't tell that it did anything. It's what apparently all the celebrities are doing. The Lindsay
Little bit of
Lohans,
plastic
the Hailey
Afterward.
surgery.
Biebers, the
I
what's the
know.
Megan Trainor? Apparently
Well,
they're
what
all
about
doing it
who
and
is
it's
that one
supposed to like
doctor who all
age
the
you backwards.
Kardashians went
I don't know.
to?
Lindsay does look good. I
Um,
think she though
and
also
it's
had a
like how to
little
get the
pony left,
whites of
but
your eyes
neither here nor there.
brighter and age you backwards
Mhm.
and all that stuff too. I
Mm,
don't know.
I think they've all signed a deal with Satan.
I think so.
I know. I should have gone into
I mean,
medical device stuff where you could like make all those like machines that do like the nice facials and peels
Definitely.
so I could just like try it and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, look at all these lovely results.
I mean, Kylie, you look 28, so you don't need it yet.
Exactly.
Well, I just had my hair day earlier this week, so thank you for
I need one of those.
I
Hey, I did wash it for you guys, so enjoy it.
know you always look great.
My head was itching.
It was time.
It was time. Devin's like, where do you draw the line? I'm like, really, when my head starts itching, I can't take it anymore.
Too much
same.
dry shampoo or all that stuff
Like,
like,
that's
oh
where the
yeah.
line draws. That's it. There's no other line. It's hard when you wear a hat all day and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were at the lake the last time and I like toward the end of the week of us being there, I got to thinking and I was like, have I washed the kids' hair with shampoo at all this week? Like they just get in the pool like
Mhm.
every, you know what I mean? And like they don't look dirty. Like,
They don't
so
smell.
I know. I was just like, oh, I probably, if I can't remember the last time I washed their hair with shampoo, it probably is time. Probably need to make sure that
I mean, whatever. Chlorine, water's water, right? Right?
I feel like if it's chlorinated, then it's just cleaning them enough and it's fine.
Lacey, I thought about you last week because we went to Idaho to visit my father-in-law. We were hiking, and Everly turned around. We were walking through some bushes, and she turned around. Mom, tick check when we get back. Tick check. And I was like, Oh, yeah, girl.
That make you think of
do
me?
TikTok.
Is that where she spread eagle and you're just like checking all the things? Yeah.
So when we went to Lacey's mom's house, Everly ended up having a tick on her scalp and between her braids or something. And so Lacey had to help me get that off. But then the next day we were like, okay, tick check. My daughter gets up and starts spreading stuff and like just Lacey's standing there and then she turns around and she's like Lacey's like, has she been in prison? It was so elaborate. And she's like, Mom,
I'm doing
I'll
an
do this
internal
with-
cavity search here.
I'll do
Yeah.
this with you, Mom. And I mean, Miss Lacey, because she's basically my aunt. And I was like, Lacey, I don't know whether to apologize or congratulate.
They were all bathing, and I walked by.
We
And I was
did.
like, I have boys. I don't need any of this in my life.
There's just so many crevices.
There are. Yeah.
I don't even think I thought about it all until Everly showed me all of them.
Well, Trey was little and had a tick on his pee-pee. And Walker, of course, was on call. And I was like, what do I do? Oh, so I called my father-in-law and he lovingly came over to address the tick. Because I
I
was
hate
like,
ticks.
It tried
I
to
don't
out.
have that equipment and I'm terrified that I'm going to pinch or and
Mhm.
He just
Grandpa's
eats
a
it all
doctor
up.
and he'll do it just fine. Yeah.
Can you drown them?
No.
On his pee-pee though, that's what I was like, what do I do?
Just dunk it? I don't know. Like
I called reinforcements.
Yes.
I would have to. I won't touch that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I hate ticks. They're the worst. I'd rather have a spider on me than a tick any day.
Hi.
I think we need Hendo's opinion on things.
Yeah, we can have him as a consultant for
He's wise beyond his years, I can tell.
Nap.
Oh yeah. You're not
So
napping?
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, no nap.
No.
No nap.
He's bad because he makes you want more babies.
You know.
No.
Just one more. Kylie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. My old crusty dusty ovaries.
yeah.
No.
I know I said something the other day and I was like, I think there's always like an inherent like want for it to Devin. I said, and he was like, you better find yourself another man. I was like, no, I'm good. My old body can't handle it anyways.
Mm-mm.
It
Not to
barely
mention, you'd have to train someone new.
I know. Feels like
tolerates- Oh, that looks. Oh, yes, Hendo.
It's here.
I love that tongue concentration. Yay! Did it give
Love
one of our
it.
stories before we go? I haven't had anything exciting.
no.
I've moved.
I know,
I'm no
you have to
longer in
sit in
3
the-
houses. I'm in 1. First
I
time
keep
coming from
telling
the
Walk I need
bunkhouse.
to come see
What's
those
that?
cows.
So you're only going to see this one little pre-approved section. Someday I'll show a tour. They are officially on the
It's a great
mountain.
picture of the
I
sun.
took-
Yes,
hold on,
it's
let me
really
find
good
a
picture.
This is my bougie girl. I don't know if you can see that.
I think, yeah, I think Walker showed me a picture of the
Aw.
little, yes.
Have you seen my baby, Kylie?
It's like the little
I have a
bluebell.
brand new baby, first baby for the
Does
farm.
it take them long to adjust when you move them, or do they care at all?
Buddy.
They were a little stressed. Oh, that's a funny story. So they were a little stressed because we also vaccinated them as we were moving them. So they were not the happiest yesterday, but by the time I fed them a little sweet treat at night and tucked them into bed, they were fine. So we vaccinated yesterday, and it was myself, Aaron, which he grew up with cows, my 84-year-old grandmother, and my mom. Grandma can do anything.
What's that?
Mom can. She did it as a child. She chooses not to do it as an adult, which is fine. But she was moral support, and so we're drawing stuff up. And Mom was like, "I'm just here to watch. I'm not doing anything." And I was like, "That's fine. You don't have to do anything."
Video.
And then Aaron was like, "Okay, you're gonna draw up 5 cc's. I mean, can you handle this?" And I was like, "Do you remember what I do for an actual living? Like what I get paid for? You remember that?" Hey, you're gonna drop 5 cc's, and we're gonna give it 7 to you. And I was like, I can handle all of this. I've given cows vaccines before. I've helped vaccinate before, and I thought I wanted to be a vet. And I do this
we're
for a
still
living.
doing it.
It's just a different animal.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I can
They don't
handle it.
feel it. They,
But he did. He totally questioned me. He was like, I don't think you can do it. I should do it. I was
that
like,
you're probably right.
I am fully capable. Move over. I am giving
is it a
some
big
shots
needle?
to these cows.
Not a
Poor
fan.
cat.
Yeah. Now which was probably his plan all along. But Oh yeah, no, they do not
I guess
like
that
it.
makes sense. It's like getting
Yeah,
somebody's
no, they,
thick
yeah.
skin.
No, it's not a big needle, but I mean, they have such thick hides, you have to really
Yeah.
get it in there. Yeah. And it, for them, it feels like something biting them, so they start moving, and some of them have horns, so you got to watch for those.
And
I
what's the
chose to
vaccine
come up
for?
from up above them because they're mini cows, so I like stood on the gate up above them or the panel and shot them down. Anyway, it was a rodeo, but we got her done, and they are all up here.
It's a COVID shot, isn't it?
Hi, Mom.
A
It's a
Calvid or
7-in-1 like
Calvin's
yearly
Calvis.
booster. It
Or
does
should
like
just tell the world you're
I
you're
don't know.
vaccinating
I
your
don't
cows
know.
for
Don't make
COVID.
me
Come on.
lie. It had 7 different.
Mama.
Probably.
This.
I don't know.
This.
Listen, I don't know what was in it. I did get some in my eye, and I was like, "Well, I'm vaccinated now as well.
Yeah,
It's
when
fine."
just let it absorb.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Does this have anti-aging properties with it?
Yeah, she starts aging back. I'm just gonna be like squirt vaccine on my face. Be like,
I'm still safe, so I think it's fine.
she found this.
That's the secret.
It's
Was the yeah. Well, so I did. So they gave slip tips. And you know how it is when you have a slip tip and you've got like that hide is so thick. So if you weren't all the way in and you tried to start injecting, because you're doing it quick, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't like that you're doing it.
He's
If you were still in hide, then you got so
I would
much
have liked to have
pressure
seen
that
the
it would
situation.
disconnect and spray you.
That's what I was
So
be
I
a
was like,
fly
next
on
time I will
that fence
borrow
post
some
there.
warlocks. We are not doing slip tips again.
I mainly want to be there when Aaron was trying to teach me how to give a shot.
Anyway, I'll say in his defense, I have the story where I gave him a shot that did not go well. I think have I shared this? Not one of my finer moments. So he had a man cold, and I had gotten called in like a steroid and like a penicillin or something. I don't remember what it was. He was actually decently sick though, but so I had it. They had told me how to mix it, and they said, "No, it's gonna hurt, so mix it with this lidocaine." And I was like, "Can do, not a problem." And they're like, "This one's gonna hurt more. This one's gonna be okay." And I was like, "All right." So he gets, and I'm in anesthesia school, mind you, at this time. So I've been a nurse for a hot minute, many years, and have given lots of shots. Well, he wanted it given in his butt because he doesn't have a whole lot of muscle, and he likes a shot on his butt. And I was like, "Oh, I've never done that." So I YouTubed it because I remembered like upper, outer, but that's really all I knew. So anyway, long story short, I'm gonna give him this shot, and I was like, "Do you want the bad one or the like not so bad one?" He's like, "Let's start with the really bad one." I was like, "Okay, great." Now, mind you, and I forgot this part of the story, and it is important. I had already had a beer or two at this point because he had gotten there at night, and he wanted to get in the hot tub before we did this because he thought it would help loosen things up, help the muscles not hurt, whatever. I don't know, help his breathing. I was like, okay, whatever. So I blame him. So he's finally ready for the shot. Go and I pull it up, and I'm gonna do the bad one, and I give it, and he's like, "That didn't hurt at all. That was amazing. You're officially giving me all of my shots." And I immediately was like, "Oh, I fucked something up. I don't know what I did, but." So I go and I'm getting the second shot, and I realized then I had drawn up out of the wrong vial. So I had mixed it already and was ready to
So
give
you
him
just
when
numbed
he
him
said,
up
"Let's
for
go
the
to the
next
hot tub."
one.
So I forgot, and I just threw up the straight lidocaine and gave him a lidocaine shot. There was no antibiotic. So I go out with 2 more shots, and he was like, "I thought this was only 2 shots, and I just had one." And I was like, "Well, funny story.
My goodness.
We're trying a new technique. I've numbed up your butt where I'm now going to give the bad shot because I gave you just."
It had to have been penicillin. That burns like the dickens.
So
Like
give
injected
the other
fire.
2 shots. He then said I'm the worst nurse
No.
ever, and I can never give him a shot again. And
I always thought it was funny when
I
they mixed
have
it with
not.
lidocaine because it never helped anyways. It hurt just as bad.
It does.
It's all
Yeah.
middle.
It does. Yeah. And
You
the
know what helps
pre-numbing his butt did
the
not help.
burn?
So don't try that.
Do you guys add bicarb when you would use Lido, local Lido with bicarb?
No. Yeah.
The
Well,
bicarb
it's just
takes
so
out a lot of
thick.
that
There's
sting
nothing
and
you
burn
can
out of
do
your
when you're
tissue.
I'm just going to teach people to be tougher.
That's usually,
sometimes. Yeah.
They had a
Mhm.
patient that was a difficult long ago. She got stuck like literally like 15 times, and she came back to the OR, and what they had blew. And so I was starting
Hey.
another one, and she was like, "Are you gonna use lidocaine?" And I go, "Nope." We're in the OR. You don't
That's
do
what
that back
ketamine's
here.
for.
And so after I stuck her, she goes,
Yes.
oh, that might be better than getting the lidocaine shot and the IV. And I was like, yeah, see, you don't need that lidocaine. You're tough. Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Next time, say no lidocaine. Absolutely. If you've been stuck that many times, we're not doing anything extra to make it harder. So it could do something. I agree. It can distort it. So I'm like, no, this is what we deemed an emergent IV because you're in the OR and have already received medication. So I am doing whatever I need to do to get the IV. Thank you. I'll give you.
I just go straight to the boob. That was always my go-to.
I did.
Need an IV? Right there.
That's actually where I started hers. Right in teeth.
I knew it. I knew it.
I had one from the ER one time that I got up to the cath lab and they were so hateful about it. And I had started an IV right here in their abdomen. And they're like, what the crap is this? I was like, they're life-saving IV. That's why they're alive.
Yeah.
It's been working for the epi. How about you try?
Yeah, if you want to change it, feel free. But this is what we've got right now.
I'm like, you people forget, just get it where you can get it. Then you get an actual solid one later. One time, my husband gave me a shot, and this is why you do not let physicians give shots. He was like, hey, we were at work, and he was like, can I give you your flu shot? I haven't given a shot in a while. I really want to give it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, surely he can't mess it up. I'm like, it goes right here. I'm like going over it 3 fingerprints. He's like, I know. That man darted me and literally flew into my arm. And then he just stared at it. And I was like, are you going to push it? You want me to push it? Did you just throw a dart at me? And then he did it. And he was like, I know that was the best shot that you've ever had. And I was like, you are never allowed to touch me ever again with a needle, ever. He still to this day considered he did a fantastic job.
Shocker.
Yeah. One time, Alex, do you remember? He's been long gone, but he wanted to start an IV on somebody. And so one of the ER nurses, is one of the guys, had a big old rope. And he was like, I'll just start it on you real quick. And he was like, okay. So he started it. And then he took the needle out. And it was literally just spurting blood. And he was like, what do I do now? And I was like, I think the first rule is to stop bleeding. So let's do that first. I was like, y'all lose all sense of what you're supposed to do when you become a doctor, huh? But anyways. Oh, well, y'all got anything else?
I'm peacing out. I'm going to Wichita for this fundraising golf tournament, which is hilarious because Johnny doesn't golf, but that's a fun fact.
It'll be entertaining for you then.
Yeah.
It will. Anyway, I'm going to try to be supportive. I will do that.
Make sure
That I will do.
Unfortunate one, so I can blow it up and show it to them at the most uncomfortable time possible.
In the middle of church service. Kylie, you need to come with your with your mom, right?
I know she's been on the struggle bus with her surgery. So,
Aw. Well, come sit with me and Sarah.
yeah. Which service do you guys go to normally?
Usually first.
The first service.
8:45. The middle service is insanity.
It's so busy.
I know. My mom has been going to the late service.
Oh, okay.
All right. What about a word of the week?
Ooh, Kylie needs to come up with it. Pressure's on. Word of the week.
Oh. Trying to protect this week. Peace. My inner peace.
Oh, that's
Good one.
aren't we all?
Yeah. Kids getting back into school, getting into the groove of things, sports and activities.
Yep.
All right. Hey, good luck to everybody with the kids this weekend after their first week of school. May they not be feral.
All right. Jesus wants y'all to be quiet. Bye, y'all.
Be quiet.
Bye.